BowDad here with two 2023 bows, the Phase 429, the Athens Elevate. Both 6-inch brace height. However, this one has 29 inches axle to axle. The Athens Elevate has 32 inches axle to axle. Phase 4, 340 feet per second on paper. Athens Elevate, 345. Phase 4, 4.5 pounds almost, it's 4.48 pounds. Athens Elevate, 4.2 pounds. We're gonna put these bows head to head today. The first challenge being just the overall feel in the hand and how loud it is to the human ear. Let's get this party started. For both these bows, I've left the stabilizer off because I want how the bow actually feels. I don't want any imitation feel, although the Phase 4 does have the dampening system built into the limbs, so it might be a little ahead of the game in this scenario. I don't have the target that far away right now because I'm not worried about consistency. So if you hear a like really quick, that's why. So let's go. I've shot them both before. I've done reviews on both these bows. You can see my videos on my BowDad YouTube channel, as you are on now probably. So let's give it a whirl. All right, overall feel. I'm just preparing myself mentally for this. All right, back wall's good, good draw cycle. I'm used to this now. It was a little jerky the first time I ever pulled it back. Holding at about 30 inches. All right, so yesterday I was shooting it with the stabilizer on. I took the stabilizer off, and I do think the integrated bridge lock stabilizer does make a difference. I'm going right to the Athens Elevate so I can get a direct comparison with how that felt. Right now I felt like the Phase 4 actually did have a little jump in the hand versus what I've been feeling recently. I don't know, I feel like sometimes the first shot of the day can do that. It's really weird. So let's jump right to this Athens Elevate. Ooh, good draw cycle. I do feel like it does not have as solid as a back wall. The valleys feel very equal. Both have a good string angle. This has a little better string angle, I feel like, just because it's got a longer axle to axle. Both bows hold really steady. I don't know how I did that, but I just shot into the wood next to my target. That's not good. All right, it's not every day you have that happen, so Athens Elevate, you may have got a chink against you right there. I don't know what I did. So I just took another shot and I fired right into the target. So I kind of blanked out there. I might have to grab the Mathews again and do a little bit of a comparison, because the shock of hitting into the wood was a little surprising, but let's do this again. Athens Elevate. Already gave you a little bit of description on back wall and everything. Let's listen and feel. All right, this is just my interpretation, but right now I feel like the Athens Elevate has, I mean, barely any more jump in the hand, and maybe a skosh louder, but I'm gonna have to shoot a few. All right, so I know it's hard listening to a guy that you don't even know, and he calls himself BowDad, but after shooting these two bows, I will say that for the actual draw cycle, from beginning to draw to the end of the draw, the winner is the Athens Elevate. That was so comfortable to draw. I felt like it was so smooth. I'm visualizing myself in the hunting stand and drawing back and not wanting to jerk or make too much motion. That one won for sure. As overall as like deadness in the hand, again, I feel like Mathews still, it's a thin line, a paper thin line. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, shoot, that was a tie. Mathews might have it by a hair. I really feel like I'm shooting the same bow when I feel the arrow release, which is really interesting. And the comfort is almost exactly the same too. So Athens, you're doing a pretty good job so far, comparing against Mathews' reputation. So let's go on to our next challenge. We're gonna try putting these against the decibel reader and see what type of decibels we get out of these bows. All right, decibel reader levels in. The Phase 4 wins. Athens Elevate was 82 decibels, which was quieter than the VXR on the switchback. Mathews Phase 4, 76 decibels. Impressive. That arrow's stuck in there good. Well, anyway, we'll go back to shooting the arrows consistently. All right, consistency. Doesn't matter if they're sighted in or not. We're looking at tightness of groups. First 3 shots that you see on the target are gonna be the Phase 4. Second 3 shots are gonna be the Athens Elevate. Let's see how they do. All right, now I know you could shoot round after round after round after round and eventually get probably another one to be more consistent than the other at one time or another. But right now, as I'm looking at this, Athens Elevate wins the consistency test at 20 yards. Now, keep in mind, every archer's different. The bow's gonna feel different to every person. Right now, honestly, Athens Elevate feels more comfortable in my hand. It's a little more comfortable at full draw, so that could be affecting some of the results here. So again, take my ratings for granted or whatever, and just do the best you can with them. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Let's break it down. Just for the record, Athens Elevate blasted one right through the bag and through into the rubber mat with a field tip. And it was a solid part of the bag that it hit. Aesthetic wise, there's something about that Mathews that just has a tough look to it. So aesthetically, appearance wise, I kind of like the Mathews Phase 4 better. Now, as far as quietness to the ear, again, I think the Phase 4 edged out that Athens Elevate just a skosh. Overall feel on the hand, probably gonna have to give it to the Phase 4 as well, but we're talking just barely. As I was shooting through the whole experiment here, I did hear that in the Athens Elevate there was a little higher pitched vibration that I was picking up. Could be taken care of with a stabilizer, but again, for me the Phase 4 definitely had a more silent shot. And then as far as the decibel level reader, can't argue with that. Phase 4 won. And consistency, it's going to the Athens Elevate. So which one are you gonna have a higher chance of killing a deer with? Both of them. Stop being silly. That was weird. All right, maybe I'll delete that. Anyway, watch both my reviews so you can see my ratings on both of these bows individually. But as for the challenge between Mathews Phase 429 and the Athens Elevate with a 32-inch axle to axle, the winner is the Mathews Phase 4. This is BowDad. Remember to subscribe. I'm out.